Welcome to Parkview Elementary's Flipped Classroom. Tonight you're going to be doing square and square roots. The objective of this lesson is to find and express the square root of a number, a, and is a number whose square is a. To find and express the square of a number, a is a times a. Here's some instructions on watching the video. Take notes in your math journal. You will need them this week in class and on the test on Friday. Pause and start the video while taking notes. You can stop and start Mrs. Hiller as many times as you'd like. I will check your math journals each day for your notes. Let's review. To find the square of a whole number, multiply length times length. To find the square of 5, we will have to multiply the length 5 times length 5 to equal 25. We can express this as 5 squared because there are two 5s. Remember, 2 is called the exponent. 5 is called the base. The square of 5 is 25. We call this a perfect square. So it is written, the square root is 25. So when you see this square root symbol, it is the square root of 25. Now we're going to use prime factorization with larger numbers or numbers that are unknown to you. How do you find the square root of 196? You might have difficulty recalling multiplication facts with unfamiliar numbers and larger numbers. So prime factorization is the more efficient method for finding square roots that you cannot do mental math with. So let's try. Let's find the square root of 196. Step 1 would be to prime factor out the number. Step 2 is take prime factorization and list the prime factors. Step 3 is to use and apply the commutative property of multiplication to rewrite a math sentence as an exponent. And step 4 would be to solve. Let's take 196 and prime it out. We'll start with 2. And because I don't like to use mental math a lot, I will prime this out by dividing. 19 divided by 2 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. Subtract. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So it is 98. Now I'll prime this one out. And again, I will use division. That would be 4, subtract. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So I have 49. I know 49 is not a prime, but I do know 7 times 7 is 49. So I have just factored out 196, and I will circle all my prime numbers. Do you see how for the last few weeks we have been learning prime factorization and using the factor tree? This is why I've wanted you to keep using it instead of the other method 1s. We will continue to use method 2 and 3 throughout the year. So now that I have listed my prime factors, I'm going to write them out here. 2 times 2 times 7 times 7. Now I'll use my commutative property, and I will put these together. So I will rewrite it saying 2 times 7 is 2 times 7. And they're the same. So 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 7 is 14. I could rewrite this as 2 times 7 squared, or 14 squared. So the square root of 196 equals 14 squared. Now it's your turn. You try in your journal. Find the square root of 144 using prime factorization. Use the steps from the video you wrote in your journal. Need a hint to get started? Well, I will start with my prime factorization. I will take 144 and start priming it out. 14, so I'm going to use division again, just in case these numbers are unfamiliar to me, or I am not wanting to use mental math. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 4 divided by 2 is 2, so it is 72. And that's all the hint you get. Here's one prime. I know this is composite, so I will keep going. Now it's whisk time. Write in your journal your whisk. See you tomorrow. Remember, the whisk is where and when you watched the video, summary of the video, questions you have, or write a math problem and solve it.